Hello everybody, it is MTEN here. I'm back with another video. This time I'm just going to explain my thoughts and opinions on the new Rust XP system, which has recently been added into Rust, aka this update is known as Devblog 100, you can also call it. And yeah, it changes a lot of stuff. Basically how it works is it changes blueprints, the entire blueprint system, and it has been replaced with a new XP system, which is much better progression wise because it allows, like, instead of the randomness of finding any random blueprint, you will unlock stuff in a specific order depending on how much you gather and how long you plan a specific server for. Now I'm going to give my opinions on this system, but remember, it is very early days in this system. Things will change, plugins will be added, and I should also let you know that I usually play modded Rust, so majority of my opinions will be coming from the point of view of someone who usually plays modded Rust and is used to the ability to get items a lot quicker and avoid a lot of that early game grind. So I mean, a lot of you are vanilla players, and I've heard that it is actually very, very good for vanilla game players because of the progression aspect and all of the stuff like that. So how do I feel about it from a modded standpoint? Well, it hasn't been properly implemented into modded Rust yet. Like, XP can only be gained at the same level on any server. So, I mean, progression-wise, it works really well. However, it's just so grindy and difficult to get items that you used to get instantly because they were default blueprints and you could just craft them at any point. So, I mean, I don't know, I really have mixed opinions about this update because the progression works really well. However, you need to get to level 7 just to craft sheet metal doors. Or I believe it was, no, it's level 8, I think, to craft sheet metal doors, which used to be a default blueprint. And so on modded servers, and armored doors, you could just build a little hut if necessary. You could just quickly build a little house and then leave the server, so you didn't have to spend too much time on the game to survive. But now I find that it's becoming you need to spend a solid hour on a server to reach the level and build a house, so that there's a slight chance that you won't get raided instantly or like within a day when you get offline. And this was a problem with the original game. It was just so difficult to get a base that you could safely stay offline in, and needed C4 to break into. And when I say the original game, I mean back in Rust Legacy. It just took so long to get all the armored, to get like an armored door and enough items that you could stay offline. So what do I think? Well, I prefer the old system, I'm not going to lie, I do prefer it. However, I feel like my opinion will change and I'll get used to it over time as the actual system becomes implemented better, because at the moment it's just very difficult to progress on a modded server. And I mean, I don't know, the best thing I found that you could do on a modded server to gain XP quickly was actually craft furnaces, which is pretty crazy. And another thing I'd like to point out, you have to be level 7 to craft a hunting bow, level 3 to craft a spear, and level 5 to craft a stone spear. So pretty much, you're not really going to be fighting animals until you reach level 7 or level 5 at the least. And so that means you're going to want to stay away from bears and wolves until then. And it takes a solid half an hour, just over half an hour, to reach level 7 if you're gathering and you're in an area with a lot of rocks and trees. So pretty much it will take you at least half an hour to get a hunting bow, which means you can get animals, which means you can craft furnaces, which means you can craft sheet metal. So, I mean, they've done the progression well. I'm not going to lie there. The progression and the actual layout of the items has been done really well. It just takes too long to level up. And I'm on level 8, and it took me an hour to get there. So, I mean, just thinking how long it's going to take to, say, reach level 18 in that mid-tier, because I'm still at very low tier, like all that stuff. To reach mid-tier, it'll take you a very long time. With that all being said, this is just my first impressions, and I still enjoy playing the game. It's not broken or anything, but I believe modded servers need to find a way other than kits to get you items earlier on. Maybe if you're a certain level, you have access to a certain kit or something. I'm not sure. I don't really know. But the thing about BPs that I liked is you could just randomly find and get a gun and stuff like that. I mean, that whole concept was really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer the old system, but as I said, the system is very new, and we'll see how it turns out. Also, don't forget, this is from a player who usually will play modded. I barely ever go under a 5x gather server, and it always needs to have like plugins like TP, home, /remove, maybe basic kits, and just stuff like that, and Instacraft. So yeah, this is from a modded player's perspective. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you appreciate my opinions on this topic. If you want to see more Rust content, please make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more Rust content, hopefully coming soon. Anyway, like I said, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya!